everybody. Welcome back to the Homeless Broker Experience. I'm about to get into day four. Um, just before I do, I did want to let you all know that I do plan on making this more interesting somehow, and going a little, deeper into things. I'm just getting basically I'm creating new grooves in my activity, in how I'm sharing my story, and the utilization of the spaces I have access to, as well as the equipment that I'm utilizing as well. So, just a couple things to look forward to. First of all, again, it's Robert Kenneth Morillo with Aurora, Florida, license number BK3373543. A couple of quick things to look forward to. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. We do have our rebranded podcast coming out soon called Monopoly Moves with Murillo. Originally, I did start a podcast. Some of you may know by the name of So You Can Florida during the pandemic, and had a few episodes on there. Then I also launched the Daily Memo, the DM, John Sepulveda. That first season was about 23 episodes, so I'll also be uploading it and moving videos over to this channel. But I am rebranding my personal podcast. It is, and I can't forget, Build Beyond Belief is a series that was short lived, but will continue with my partner Jamel Phillips. We haven't officially published many episodes, if any at all. So I will release those in sequence after, either before or after the DM. But now this new podcast is going to be called Monopoly Moves with Murillo. So I'm going to get into day four. This is one of the days, as I mentioned in day three, that I didn't always get the morning and evening videos or email in, just because it's a new habit forming. It may have slipped my mind or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and read the email, watch the video that I sent for day four before recalling that day's experience. Okay, so I did do the morning email. Good morning, Aurora. I feel like I slept much better last night, that I was actually able to stretch my legs out. Gonna go ahead and put some work in on my business plan until I run out of battery on the laptop, and today should be pretty good. It's Labor Day, so I plan on stopping by to see Avo around 11 o'clock a.m. My business line got cut off, so I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that before tomorrow. A solution came to me for Margaret's listing, which is to utilize Curio for the home inspection, staging, and photos. Other than that, I'm ready to take on another day in the life. Thanks for everything. I love you. Have a great day. All right, so let's view the video.
All right, so I technically kind of got the day started before submitting my recording. So, woke up, got everything situated, brushed my teeth at the Lakeshore Park bathroom, and went for a walk on the sand to get my grounding in for the day, get those electromagnetic fields flowing through my body. And now I am at the McDonald's parking lot on the internet doing some more research on what I learned yesterday. I took a workshop with Ariel Morel. So researching some CDFIs and getting this business plan together to be ready to submit on Tuesday, and then getting my thoughts sorted out for how I'm going to plan and prepare for the week. So I'm going to drop some notes, shoot the email. Good morning. I love you. Bye.
Okay, so in that video, I reminded myself that the day before, which was Saturday, the day that I discovered the think tanks or the study rooms in the library in St. Cloud, um, was when I recall now I took I jumped into one of those online webinars, which was Ariel Morel on getting business funding, getting access to business funding regardless of your credit profile. So that's a perfect example of why it's important to do the documentation and essentially, document your journey and or what you actually do. So that's something that I am gonna have to go back into, just because, like, for instance, again, doing days 2, 3, and 4 today, which is day 72. And, like, let's just say, for instance, yesterday I didn't do any documentation, but something that I can share is the fact that I took a bus, a train, then a bus and an Uber to get to the first house of a six home showing day. So, more on that later. Um, so okay, so at the end of day 3, I mentioned that I was gonna have to go into getting the girls to school, but it wound up being Labor Day, which I forgot. That's why I got the whole promotion for the gym. So on that particular day, I recall now, Avo and I went to go take a look at some mobile homes in the Kissimmee area. And then we kicked it at his house for a few. So that day was fairly uneventful, except for the research that I was doing in the morning, with building out the business plan, in which since then I have not gotten a hold of either of the CFIs that I found here in the state of Florida, which there are two, one in Orlando and another one in Miami. Up until a few weeks ago, when I actually just decided to pull up on the one in Orlando. So along this series, I'm going to share more on what exactly a CDFI is. Essentially, it is the acronym is community, not acronym. The Yeah, I guess the acronym CDFI stands for Community Development Financial Institution. Um, so I met with a gentleman for the CDFI here in the Orlando area. So that's something I'm definitely going to share with other business owners on how to gain access to business funding. And they are a candidate to sit with us on the podcast and share with you all how to gain access to business funding, um, regardless of what your credit status is and what all that entails. It is a process I'm putting myself through now, in order to gain more resources. But yeah, that's pretty much how I spent my morning on day 4 until it was time to meet with Avo. And then I came back. I want to say day 4. I want to say I came back and said, stop by to see the girls before the nighttime. So that was a pretty uneventful day, except for the few mobile homes that we checked out during the day for Avo, and that morning research. So gonna go ahead and yeah, I think we're closing it out for day 4, Labor Day, 2023 Labor Day. And then so now for tomorrow, for going into day 5, which I'm gonna go over on another day. It won't be day 72 when I go over day 5, but going into day 5 was when I had to be on point for making sure my morning routine was handled on time. I was gonna get back into the skin in the game calls, and being, having everything done before the skin in the game calls, and so on and so forth. So if you haven't already, or if you're just getting into this, this is the recap on day 4 of the homeless broker experience. Welcome to my channel. I am your host, Robert Kenneth Morillo, with Aurora, Florida, license number BK337. I'm sorry, BK3373543. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit the notification bell as well. I look forward to going into the rest of the series with you and would like to thank you now for joining me along on this journey.